Hey you guys, happy Wednesday. We are east. Sorry. It looks. I only said that because I was kind of distracted by the whatchamacallit microphone. Happy Wednesday. I'm really confused. We streamed yesterday, so it's almost a day off. I almost said happy Thursday. It's beautiful out here today. We are going to walk to Cavalry Cemetery. Hey, J.D. Walker. Let me just make sure I'm heading in the right direction. I really don't know East Los Angeles off of the train so much. But it should be interesting. We're under all of the freeways. And by this really awesome King Taco spot. I bet this is the original one. It smells so good. I wish we had come here to eat today. Hey, California Dreamin', it is another beautiful day. So we're going left on Ford, and then we're going to turn right on Whittier Boulevard, and we're going to walk a couple miles. So you can imagine how building this freeway kind of dissected neighborhoods, really. Alright, so walking a little further. We're in East Los Angeles. I just got off at the Maravilla train station on the E line. We're walking to Calvary Cemetery, or what we'll call New Cavalry Cemetery. New as in 1894 or something like that. It's a cemetery that is run by the Archdiocese of Los Angeles, and it's pretty beautiful. I think I said I wasn't there, but I was last year. It's very Catholic. It's got some celebrities buried there. I mean, celebrities of yesteryear. The original Cavalry Cemetery was downtown on the corner of College, not the exact corner, but College and Broadway. So that would be New Chinatown, right? Wow. Chinatown got like the bums rush, I feel like. It got moved to make Union Station, and then they moved it to like Poltergeist. So, you know, true cemetery moving. Yes, that is absolutely true. True cemetery moving story. Of course, they didn't move everybody. Actually, I think they left Pio Pico in his iron coffin until 1921, and then they moved him to, I can't remember what cemetery, but it's in the city of Industry. It's the Jewish cemetery across the street from this cemetery. It's really weird. This train went by a cemetery on the way in, but I actually don't think it's the one we're walking to. So that must be Angelus Rosedale. So, again, East Los Angeles, a pretty big immigrant community in the 20s and 30s and 40s. When we get to Whittier Boulevard was actually, I believe, the way that the streetcars ran. Hey, Michael, that's all right. We weren't planning on going out last night. It was just kind of an impromptu thing. Good afternoon. I just want to make sure that I didn't talk my way past Whittier. I don't think I did though. Yeah. 0.4 miles away. I'm a pretty fast walker. Oops. I wore a sweatshirt. Stupidly. I was fine until I started walking. Now I'm kind of warm. I feel like my t-shirt's not appropriate. Hey! Not appropriate for a graveyard, so I'm going to keep my dark navy sweatshirt on. Oh my goodness, Chihuahua. Oh. And special guest star, German Shepherd. I'm sorry, 3rd Street to Whittier Boulevard was once a main streetcar line. It was the Los Angeles Railway P streetcar, which connected this area to downtown LA. So there was a time when we built our neighborhoods around trolleys and public transit until the car completely took over. I think all of these smaller cities, East Los Angeles, Boyle Heights, even Hollywood to some extent, reflect that. They're little downtowns that would have been surrounded by some of the major trolley stops. So, typical 20th century neighborhood. Again, freeways, any neighborhood that got cut off by the freeways is kind of frozen in time a little bit. Spooky. I'm wondering how soon till I give up and take the sweatshirt off. I'm gonna try to go long. Hey, David. Hey, West Coast lady. let these people go. Maybe. Or maybe I'll walk behind them. I don't know. Hold on. Are you gonna... I'm just gonna go and not get hit by your car. Sorry. So it took me less than an hour to get here from Hollywood, and probably only 15 minutes to get here from 7th Street Metro Station. The crossroads of my world, kinda. The crossroads of the metros that I take anyway. Ooh. I wish I wore a different t-shirt. I really do. We are going to Cavalry Cemetery. Or the new Cavalry Cemetery. New as of 18. I should maybe double check that. I keep giving the date. '86, 1994. It's not the oldest cemetery in LA. That would be actually Evergreen Cemetery. Okay. Well, the original one was closed in 1896, hence my 1896. But it looks like 1894. Maybe that's why that stuck in my head. The museum, good. The cemetery that we visited last week, I think was 1880 something. That really that cemetery, I feel like, kind of tells sort of the true story, melting pot kind of story of Los Angeles. So here we are, Whittier Boulevard, and I'm taking a right on Whittier. Sorry, that was me. I mostly have my voice back. It's still a little raspy, but doesn't sound like it hurts. It wasn't really fun to be sick because I kept I think this happens to me a lot, where I'm just waiting for the other shoe to fall. You know, I'm a little bit sick, general malaise. So I will say that we walked over this street during Ciclavia, did we not? I feel like I remember this block in particular. All right. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Actually, I don't think we were this far over. So this is Whittier Boulevard. Famous Whittier Boulevard. Some really great low rider culture over here. Oh, cool. These are really, like, pretty cool cemeteries. I've never gone into the Jewish one, though. I really could have just crossed the street like 1,000 times, and I just stood there talking. Anyway. It's fun to sit at Ford and Whittier Boulevard and check out the birds, not standing under any wires. No poops happening today on my head. Alright, I'm gonna take this opportunity to cross the street now. So parts of these graveyards are obviously still used, and I usually just head to the more historical part so we don't, interrupt anybody. And we're totally going in there respectfully and historically. Oh, looks like a little deer. Hi, deer face. Me too. I used to hang out in a cemetery when I was a kid. I told this story, I think last week, called the Valley Cemetery, and it had like a valley in it. And all of these like little mausoleums that you could like sit on, and cool. It's really cool. So I'm planning out the rest of the events for this weekend. There is really not much going on this weekend, to be honest with you. We'll still live stream. We'll find something to do. A sunset. We're gonna go downtown on Saturday rather, and check out the No Kings protest from a distance, and support that, and maybe a just little general walk around. I will go to Dios de los Muertos. I found a ticket that won't break the bank. All right. We were gonna cross and then take a right, although it's shady on this side. I'm sure there are some really great stories about pulling up to this intersection all alone at night when there's no other cars here. You're cold. I am roasting in my sweatshirt. Did I not hit this light on time? Oh. All right. It's my chance. The grass isn't as green as it was last year. My review, 4 stars. This one, though, has all the creepiness. Maybe not creepiness, but just sort of all the symbolic stuff you could ever want in a cemetery. Nothing is better than an old New England cemetery, I will say, but these come pretty close. Nothing, it's just the Catalina stream. It always tends to be a little more out of our budget. Like, we have a budget that we try to use, and we were kind of blowing it earlier, so I think Catalina's out of our budget for a little bit right now. However, it is on our wish list. In fact, I feel like I kind of got the phone because excuse me, a little bit of cough there. I honestly do think this is the graveyard. I went by on the train and it made me get off at a really weird stop. I think I could have gotten off on the stop before Maravilla. So I found tickets to go to the Dia de los Muertos event in Hollywood Forever Cemetery. You now get like a time to go. So a window to go. The window, if you want to go at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, it's like $7. Really cheap. I kind of rather go at dusk, so I think the tickets are like $40. They go up from there. These are like not VIP. I don't think people walk around the graveyard too often. Also, it's like a work day, so people are probably at work and school. Let's try to go through this hole. I'm just kidding. Not really, Javier. I kind of Spanish through osmosis, of living in Los Angeles. So I can understand it a little bit. I think it's probably easier for me to read it. Hey, Ms. Evil Glenn. Happy Spooky Wednesday. Historically Spooky Wednesday. We are outside the new Cavalry Cemetery. It's so haunted we can't find a way in. I'm kidding. The vista of the mountains is pretty breathtaking with the giant cloud over it. I don't think I can really capture that, do its beauty justice, but it's pretty beautiful. I hear a hyena. I'm joking. Oh my gosh, it's a giant skeleton. They've got the spirit. Anybody have a Halloween costume they want to share? I don't think I'm going to dress up, but I am going to go to the West Hollywood event. I probably will get to the West Hollywood event a little after it starts. That is for Ray. Peace, Ray. So we also want to go to the Burbank Clown House. I don't know if Michael's still here. I'm not sure what you meant by I couldn't see much. Is that because from last night's video? Is that because it was dark? Or fuzzy? So the Burbank Clown House. This is like a neighborhood that does the most insane. I mean, you can see it all over TikTok, Instagram, whatever your bag is. We did a short last year on it and went to visit it. It's pretty excellent. We're gonna go again this year. But that might be just like a bonus stream night because it's not like an hour or two worth of stuff. But it is really dark because it's spooky stuff. I'm just waiting for to find the appropriate hole to crawl through to get in this cemetery. Well, let's go back because I'm walking in the wrong direction. The only time I've ever come in here, trademark. The only time I've ever come in here, I've been coming here before. The only time I've ever come here before is I drove. And I definitely used directions. There are all these little tipped over gravestones over here. Or maybe they're just plaques. 1916. No, it's a plaque, but tipped over. I think we only do good until about dusk. You know, and then I think the signal has a really hard time in the dark. I don't think like I'm making that up. Like I know it requires more processing to process the dark for some reason. I feel like I read that very recently. Sometimes it looks like it was shot on a really Nokia camera phone. A really Nokia camera phone, if you know what I mean. If you Nokia what I mean. It's like the sweet spot would end. Well, now the sun is setting earlier, which I kind of love. So we can do a couple more sunset walks. We are pretty much going to be keeping our schedule for live streaming throughout November as well. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, sometimes Saturdays, which always turns out to happen, and Sunday. Still a members video dropping every week. I did a Griffith Park yesterday. If you watch it, it's not scary. But I have a follow-up. I have 3 ghost stories from Griffith Park. It'll be more podcast-like because I'm really not going to animate that. I just don't have time. But that will probably drop by Monday. I just have to add the background audio files. Hey, Allie. What is Allie? It just means I can eat a lot. You know, I'm never really getting up to like aerobic heartbeat. My walk, I should have turned my watch on today. This is going to be a long one. I mean, my heartbeat's like 96 right now. I wonder if that's something I did on my channel when we were hooking up the Discord and unhooking things, because this is the second day in a row. I'll look into it when I get home. I don't think it's anything we could fix now. I knew the entrance was over here. I just knew it. Okay. So now we have to walk in here. Always makes me a little weirded out. It's a graveyard, and I got kicked out of one recently, Hollywood Forever, but we're going back. They can't kick us out for Dios de los Muertes. Oh, good. They totally have made Dios de los Muertes commercial, so why can't I film inside of there? I've walked through there a couple times and filmed. They only kicked me out when I went in on a Sunday, and I really... There were like people sitting in there. They didn't kick me out. They just said, I can't film here, but I feel like somebody complained. And rightfully so, I guess. So, the cheapest time for me to go is at 7. I will, 12 in the afternoon when it's daylight. I want to go when the sun's setting. So $34.95 plus whatever stupid fee they add on to that. This way we get great dramatic lighting. I believe it's on the 25th, but do not quote me on that. I do monitor all of my my health things on my watch, and I will tell you I've seen a lot of improvement in my measurements, my metrics, if you will. I always feel like if I take the piece of paper out also, when I walk into the cemetery, it looks like I'm looking for someone, or I'm not doing something like filming a TikTok dance. I'm really not. So, okay, 1896 was when this cemetery was officially dedicated. And it replaced the old Cavalry Cemetery, which stood on North Broadway and College Street. Again, that's in New Chinatown, or Chinatown as we call it. This was chosen for its hills and distance from downtown, bustling downtown Los Angeles. They probably just figured if they put the cemetery all the way out here, on itself it doesn't look like. So this is 137 acres, and again, it's maintained by the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Los Angeles. When you get inside, kind of pay attention to the street names. Bethesda, Maine. Immaculate Heart. Good Shepherd. Each section kind of reflects both faith and the geography of devotion. Little city mapped in miniature. Oh my god, I want to jump the fence. I am itching for the cool splendor of the cemetery, which I feel like I'm going to come into in a second when I turn right here. Ooh, that looks really old. I've never seen that sign before. Okay. The Jewish cemetery. This is the Jewish cemetery, I believe, right over here. Home of Peace. This place also holds a Dias de los Muertos event. I don't think that's the entrance, but I don't think that's the entrance. I'm not gonna go in that way. Also, the security guard is walking over. That could not be the entrance. I know I drove in a different way. We're having some really cool nights. So it does feel like fall. Actually, my navy sweatshirt doesn't feel too hot anymore. I actually think I walked past the entrance, the only entrance where that security guard was. But somehow I don't think so. Yeah, all right. That was the entrance. Let's go back in that way. I feel like there was another grand entrance with like a arching, like arch over it. If there is, we'll be sure to go back that way. So there's some really cool architectural highlights here. We could see it kind of from the street, but built in 1902, there is a, kind of near the cemetery center, there's a church modeled after the parish church of St. Elegy, written in a country churchyard. It literally looks like it was made for so, and the security guard is under the fence. So we'll see what we can see here. Oh. Oh, YouTube kind of stinks for that. All right. Just really. Okay, so they do also have a Day of the Dead event here. It is on the 25th. Or 24th, 25th. Oh, that's just the notification of flower placement. So, oops. Welcome in. I guess that really was the gate. I kind of remember. I don't know why I get like chicken shit when I see a security guard. That security guard was just trying to hide under a fence to get some shade. It's really hot out here. He didn't care about me. I walked past because I don't know. I hate confrontation. So let's go to the church up here. When I was a kid, the graveyard near my house we used to play in, we used to pretend the mini, like, mausoleums and crypts were... Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Calvary Cemetery. Here are our recording policies.
Okay, thank you so much.
Take care. Be safe.
You too. Oh, they have a recording policy, and I'm gonna follow it because we're here to be respectful. Oh my god, I heard him driving behind me and I just kept talking because I was kind of afraid. Okay, not permitted. Decorum. Oh, no decorations. I was like, they have a section on decorum. I think that's fantastic. No littering in the interest of maintaining uniform beauty. Removal schedules, memorial math. Okay, we're gonna follow all those rules. I don't see any written in there. But we were gonna make rules up for ourselves to follow. No, he just gave me the rules for filming. But there are no filming rules. So get ready for a TikTok dance. I'm kidding, I never would do anything like that. Right, I feel like I can go carte blanche now. Now I feel like I can wear my pink t-shirt in the cemetery. Anyway, I don't know if I told the story because the guy walked up, but we literally, like my friends and I, we would pretend one mausoleum was our house. The doors didn't open and we didn't hang out inside. But they were like little forts. We used to fight over who would get the biggest mausoleum. Hey! Yes, rules for filming are like and subscribe. I really can't look for, I really can't see any on here, so it would be hilarious if it was like no filming allowed whatsoever, but he just didn't want to say it. We are here, actually, to appreciate this space in our city and in our history. A totally respectful visit. I know I keep saying that over and over again, almost to convince myself. But that's really what we're doing. And yes, you guys should check out Roy's page. Got a lot of great walking streams. Also walking in San Francisco area, which is really beautiful. I feel like the beach is just right on top of you. You go to the beach for these beautiful, or I've seen a couple of beautiful like sunset walks you've done, Roy. Also, you went to some flower museum a couple months ago on your members video. I was watching that the other day. It's a really cool spot. I have to dare to go indoors more. But then I have a BD in LA, unknown, to tempt me, to remind me, dare me. So I don't know if we'll be able to find the famous people that are buried in here. I don't know why I whispered that. Like you didn't know what I was going to talk about. Okay, if this is not nightmare-inducing. Is that chain to keep people in or out? Wilcox. I wonder if that's the Wilcox from Wilcox Street. Hollywood history fame. Ooh, the door's open. I hope my camera's recording. They're really old. Now this is the Gothic church. Almost seems like it was made to be a movie set. Oh my gosh. Lou Costello is buried here. Dolores Costello, I heard. Irene Dunn. Dolores Costello, Irene Dunn. Hollywood set decorator. I just don't want to be in the way if anybody's coming, so I'm stepping out of the way. I love that one. Irene Dunn, Dolores Costello, Edward Doheny, of course, also buried here. Jack Dragna, who I'd never heard of, but he was an early Los Angeles crime boss. It's weird when they have a window you could look through. I'm gonna just check my signal real quick. Hey, Edge fan, I think we're all missing it. I think we're losing our signal a little bit. Let me check my signal. I think everybody's is doing something like that right now. But you know what? You can do, somebody can be the second sub. All right. I think we're coming back. Everyone has a different form of Dracula. So we're kind of walking over to here. And we're not filming people, that's kind of a newer section. So the mausoleum is from 1929 over here. The marble walls, interior that is, covered ceilings, stained glass. Exactly, they're coming to get you, Barbara. I don't know if we actually could go inside of the mausoleum. Hopefully it's not buffering too bad. I do feel like I want to be a little more careful up here because we're in the 2004s. Okay. So, newer burials. You guys can't see it, but DTLA is in front of me in the distance. I don't know why they love the cleaner than the other cemetery. There are a couple of other mausoleums here. Our Lady's Garden and Gethsemane. I don't really know where those are for some reason. Unless one of these is them. Oh. Where? Sorry, I'm like, where? Oh, inside. Do you think I can go inside? Do you think I'll get busted and thrown out of the cemetery at the cemetery gates? I'll be escorted. I'll just say we went to see Lou Costello. I bet you can go in here. It looks like there's a QR code. Hello, George Berger. Oh. Woo. I think that sign said it was reserved, so I don't know what that meant. Again, no confrontation. No confrontation, Charlie. I love, like, in November when it rains a lot here, you can look over to the mountains in Pasadena, Altadena, and they're like snow-capped. It's kind of beautiful. Looks like the Paramount logo. When I had actually come to this cemetery last time, I don't remember going over here. So I'll just continue to check it out. Wishing you, yeah, we hope everything goes well. For sure. It seems weird, but hey, if it's your first time here, feel free to do one of these. It would be spookily nice if you did. Okay. It's funny because on the side closer to Los Angeles, the signal is way better. Ah, the front door. Wow. Thanks for being here. I get... Oh my gosh. Okay. You know, that place is actually spooky feeling. I don't know how much of it you could see. I have a droopy valve, by the way. I think I saw some mention of valves and hearts there. I've outlived my father and his father with my droopy valve. I wanted to go, I don't know why I'm whispering this. I wanted to go upstairs, but there's no one in there. How bad was the signal? Was the signal bad? I'll go in there. I'll go back in there. But I was trying to look for ghost stories. I was trying to look for ghost stories about this place, and the couple I could find actually took place in the mausoleum, like people's encounters or whatever. The rest of them take place at the old Cavalry Cemetery. All right. Okay, I'll go back in. I wonder if the pamphlet said no going in the mausoleum. This is just... Look at that. It's a phenomenal... No, the security guard's right there now. It's a phenomenal monument. Oops. I keep pulling out my piece of paper. Seriously, the security guard's right there. Makes me feel like I did something bad. He's gonna kick me out now. Okay. All Souls Chapel. Cedric Gibbons, that's the other person that's buried here. I don't know if I mentioned that. I love this, like, the little mausoleum village, though. Let perpetual light shine upon them. Just amazing. Alright, so I'm gonna like turn away from some more. I was making a joke. I would only possibly get replaced by Joseph. Yeah, I guarantee I wasn't supposed to go in there with my camera. But they also say, see, whatever, I'm so paranoid about security guards. See, this is the way I came in before. I feel like there's another entrance over here. in between the graves. But I'm doing it anyway. I'm just trying to sneak across without filming that person. I'm gonna ask a really stupid question, but how are the people buried in here that they're so close to? Like vertical? Oof. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that about your mom. Maybe it's cremations? Like they're cremains? But like, you know, every funeral that I've ever been to, or seen on TV, or the movies. Oh my gosh, I forgot to... These are pretty cool too. They have these little scenes. Very Catholic. My mom passed away went from like last couple years of being unhealthy to just having stuff catch up with you, I suppose. So who says Los Angeles hasn't any history? This is Jesus falls the first time beneath the cross. We've got a couple more as we exit. So we have two more cemeteries to visit, Muertes. That'll be one cemetery at the Hollywood Forever at dusk. And then we might go to, in Glendale, Forest Lawn, or the Angeles Rosedale Cemetery. I haven't checking out this shrine right here before we go. Is Jesus receiving his cross? Sorry, I don't know if you thought you were going to get a Bible lesson today. I'm probably not the person to give Bible lessons, but hey. Oh my gosh, this is where we started. No, because we missed the very first one. All right. Hopefully I can go out this way. I feel like this is the way I drove in last time. I don't think it's... I love a good Bible lesson. Oh my gosh. What if I can never get out of here? Spooky. Not really. Historic. Alright. That's Downey. That's Whittier. I gotta go left on Downey here and head. Go a different way though. First thing I'm gonna do when I'm on the train is open up that pamphlet and see if I can find some gross, sorry, the rules for filming in the cemetery and see if I broke them. I think I did. I feel like I should have gone down Downey. I mean, not to get to where I need to go, but it would just be more interesting. So East LA. Why they put cemeteries across out here. Semblance of a signal back. But I think we're good from here on out because this is the entrance. Yeah, it just got a little haunted. The signal got a little haunted for a second. Oh yeah, we are going full blast here. So, this is the Jewish cemetery. I really didn't do any research on it enough to feel like I could really walk through it respectfully. But if that's something you would be interested in doing, let me know. Let me know. The haunting of my gimbal. They always do. Now I'm geo-fenced by the poltergeists. I'm serious. Can you imagine it is a rainy, dark and rainy, stormy night. You are driving from East Los Angeles. For some reason you got up the freeway and you come to this intersection. There's no one else at it. You see a specter standing at the corner, beckoning you. You freak out. But you have to drive that way. As you drive that way, it disappears as you go past it. Spooky! We're about to go under the freeway, which should be pretty exciting. I just hope we get to stand in some shade. We do. A little bit. I tried to do a ghost story about Griffith Park, but I ended up getting into the history of it. So I got 3 kind of ghost stories for members coming up the next couple days, probably early next week. Oh, I really missed my opportunity to cross the street. There is no way it's 68 degrees. Hey, I feel like it's can't tell. Oh, it's 67 where I am. Okay. I guess I really have to push this button. All right. I'm gonna just plug in my gimbal. The ghost also drained the battery. I'm kidding. Perfect. Yeah, I thought it was warmer, but I have like a sweatshirt on. It feels like it's like 75. I suppose I can take my sweatshirt off now. Watching it. We had our one short little heat wave though. Has anybody bought friend.com yet to wear around their neck? Kind of very Doctor Who feeling. Do you remember that? There's an episode of Doctor Who, totally different show, Doctor Who, that had this necklace you could wear around your neck and it would make like the fat disappear. And then the fat would turn into a creature. An adipose, I think is what they called it. The friend necklace reminds me of the adipose necklace. So, I think if I wasn't walking, I would be a little, I'd be a little cooler. Let me check my signal one more time. I think I'm good. So, I'm really to take a left on Ford, but why not walk down Whittier Boulevard, downtown East LA, and check it out? We don't get to go over here too often, and it's really beautiful out. It smells like delicious bread. Maybe from that bakery. I don't know, there's a bakery. Auto parts store. They do have lowrider shows on the street all the time. Lots of car insurance. Oh my gosh, it's Huggy Boy. Can someone please tell me what Huggy Boy is? Oh, LA Unknown, are you there? Tap, 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 are you out there? It's the Huggy Boy Theater. It's Huggy Boy the Diner. Every time I hear Porky's, I think of those movies from Canada. You guys are in East LA. Woo! Alright. I wish there was a crosswalk here. I would love to walk back on the shady side of the street. I think I might be able to. Methods. Sorry, my voice is getting scratchy again. Tucker's Pawn Shop. I love it. It's a pretty long little downtown. I'm gonna turn around and walk back towards the train station, I think. But we'll go on the other side of the street. My favorite thing about going to the dentist is when they inject the anesthesia. I will tell you this, they do need to inject a lot of anesthesia. I don't know why that is, but I need multiple shots. Andy's Adult World. Yeah. Oh, we're talking about surgeries. I missed that out. I haven't had a surgery yet. Unless you count dental work. Thank you so much. It must have taken place there. At that theater. I'm gonna look up the Huggy Boy show on YouTube. A really nice Nike store. I think it's a running track where they do a marathon here. Launches. Is that a misspelling of lunch? Inside joke? Kinda love it. I wonder why the sign's still up. Green light, red light. I gotta take a right up here on Ford. Wow. A cake supply store. ABC cake. We'll take an opportunity to really professional work. Kind of love it. Car culture in malls really broke these little downtown areas. Oh, while we're here, let me thank my members. Thank you guys so much for your support. Put out a new members video last night. We had a hangout this week, GTA. Got a couple ghost stories headed your way. And new members video every week, plus live streams, plus emojis. And eventually, well, I thought last Friday, but still a little problematic. We'll be setting up our Discord. Well, our Discord's set up, we just can't connect it. So I gotta cross here. Oof. I just got the really strong smell of mouthwash. I wonder what a Texas donut is. It would be just like me to walk the wrong way back. Oh, you can kind of see from the rain. I think the snow on the mountains over here looks a little white. Or it looks a little white on the mountaintop. It could be my imagination. My imagination. I was gonna look at my map thing, but I'm definitely going the right way. I remember the ice store. What's your favorite kind of ice? Cube, crushed, or block? I think I like the idea of a block of ice, but I love crushed ice. There's nothing to me that's better on like a hot day. Just initially, you feel gross afterwards, but the crushy ice, Diet Coke. So we're just in East Los Angeles. We're heading back to the metro station. Part of the track is above ground, part of the track is underground. I wish it was all above ground because I would kind of like get on it and stay live. We've got about 20 more minutes till I get back there. Hey, Aspa! Welcome. We're in East Los Angeles. We're just checking out the kind of cool. Checking out the Calvary Cemetery. It's the history and some of the buildings. And now we're just walking uphill back to the train station. And then I've got to get home and do some laundry. I'm actually wearing pants today, which I almost never wear to live stream because shorts keep you cooler. But I have to say, I would be fine with the pants in my pink t-shirt. I probably should take my sweatshirt off now that we're not going to the cemetery anymore. Sorry. I almost feel like if I took that street right there, that one that curves off, it be more direct route to where I'm going. Should I do it? I can only get lost and found again, right? So I think I'm going back up and then taking a left on 3rd. So this kind of goes down. I think I made a mistake. Whoa. Halloween, a Freddy Krueger. Look at this cool little building. It's a church. Oh, wait. We walked down the street. I remember the Community Bible Fellowship. That was my shoe. Sounded like I stepped on a puppy, which would be terrible. Ooh. It's actually a really cute dog. It's a haunted refrigerator. Ooh, a mattress. I really hate street mattresses. I think the dog just scared me, actually. Or maybe I should say startled me. Not as much as that mattress, though. Honestly, like, the dogs are usually like in front of me or on top of me before I notice them, and just scary, just backing at me. Humphreys Avenue School. I guess we're on Humphreys. Go Eagles! All right. I think we're gonna walk over the freeway, which means I probably went a bad way. Now 101 South is, I don't think it's the 101 South. Whatever that is, it's backing up heading south. So I think I need to be on the street that we see cars crossing over there. That's kind of where I started off, by King's Taco. No, it can't be. That's, oh yeah. I was like, that's the freeway. Imagine if I had to like walk back on the freeway. Terrible, terrible times. Oh my god, that's so cute. We have a terrier dachshund mix. It's a terrier with really long ears and like dachshund front paws. He's very sweet and needy. I think he became that way prior to us. It's kind of a bummer. I feel like if we had had this dog since he was a puppy, he would be totally normal. We rescued him. He's a little basket case, but I kind of love it. And the other dog we have is also a rescue, but slightly fearful of noises, but what dog isn't? But just sweet, lovable. Can like bury your face in him. Little chest, dog chest. He's actually not that little. Oh my god, do you hear those dogs howling? Do you guys hear that? It's Halloween! It's like a ton of dogs. Look at this beautiful car with a dog. Let's dodge that. Hi, puppy. And another dodge dart. 2 darts in a row. Okay. So I believe this is the cemetery that I saw on the train when I was coming here. And I have no idea what cemetery it is. Actually, it's not a cemetery. I did see a cemetery on my way here. Or maybe it is. I can't tell. My glasses are really smudgy. It is another cemetery. Serbian cemetery. I was like, I thought I like the crosses, the double, I'm not really sure what you call the Serbian cross, but the gravestones look like, they have all the Serbian crosses, so I could just see the notches. My train station is right over here. Thank you guys for coming to the cemetery with me today. I really do appreciate that. Sorry we had some glitchy moments, some spooky moments, but all in all it was a good time. I really enjoyed it. We'll be live streaming tomorrow and Friday, and Saturday we're going to go downtown to DTLA. They're having the No Kings March. I figured we would scoot around it, check it out, and then just do a general DTLA walk, probably a little earlier. Saturday, like noonish or 11 maybe. On Sunday, there's a fair in the Valley Fair. Might try to check that out on Sunday. It's kind of by Kester, so it's a little far out for the Metro link. But I think I can take a bus there. Just trying to figure that out. As it gets closer to Halloween, we'll get more Halloween-y. I really looked high and low for events that didn't involve like children's face painting or, you know, stuff like that for us to do, and everything is really at the end of the month. So, again, thank you guys so much for joining. If it's your first time here and you liked or subscribed, really appreciate. Helps us with the algorithm. If you're a member, be sure to check out my members video I posted yesterday and give that a like and a subscribe. Not the ghost story I was hoping to tell, but haunting nonetheless. I will, oh, there's my train. I'm not gonna run. I'm already sweating. Anyway, we'll be live streaming the next couple days, so hopefully we'll be able to catch up with you, gab a little more. You guys can tell me about your Halloween plans. Nobody is stepping up with a costume, and I don't think I'm gonna wear one, so I don't really think I have anything to share there. Anyway, thank you guys so much. We will talk really, 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 really soon. Yeah, a little sweaty. Just a little sweaty. I'm glad I'm not getting on the highway right now. We'll talk later, guys. Thank you so much. Seacrest out. Just kidding.